Alright you guys, so here's the tub. It's basically an almond tub that was coated before. So I'm just kind of feeling off real thin coat, loose material. So the first thing I do is just going to take off the bathtub stopper. I use 60 grit sandpaper, and you're wondering, like, if you're going to strip it, why are you sanding it? Well, I sand it because, also plug the drain, very important. I sand it to kind of open it up, because when I spray on the paint or epoxy remover from Jasco, the stripping material, or the chemicals, I want it to seep into the existing coating. It actually helps it and is much easier to strip off. So, and I will be taking off that overflow cover in a second here. But just sanding down the entire tub with 60 grit, you can go 80 grit. I like the more coarse, the better, because it's gonna be coming off anyway. So I just kind of go over it with my hand, scuff everything up really well. So that way when I spray, the material, the chemicals, have something to kind of seep into. Alright, so now it's time for the Jasco Premium Paint and Epoxy Remover. I love using the spray can on a tub only because there's not any overspray really, and it just shoots out pretty straight. It's like a foam almost, and I can just coat it over the surface. And remember, I sanded it down, so it's going to seep into those scuffed areas, and then you're going to let it sit for about 15 minutes and it'll start to bubble. And then you're going to be able to tell how well that coating is that's on before. If it bubbles real easily, then you know it's not a great product. If it takes maybe a few coats of Jasco, then it's probably a decent product. Here, it's probably on the lower end of quality. So just spraying it on, make sure you've got your gloves, respirator, make sure you're wearing your respirator with clean filters, and also have a fume extractor. I'll show you that in an upcoming video. My fume extractor that I have in the room with the hose, and you can see here that it's starting to bubble. This is after waiting for a little bit. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take a single edge blade and literally just scrape it. And so you're gonna see coming up, I'm going to show you the full stripping of the tub. I do cut out some parts, but I'm showing you the full stripping, and just to give you the effect that it's a lot of work. And that it definitely is something that if you're doing it, you definitely need to charge for, or if you're having it done, then you need to expect to pay more for it, because this is the dirty work. This is the dirty work that a lot of homeowners or property managers just don't want to do. So here I'm just taking a Scotch-Brite pad, or you could take even some sandpaper, and I'm just kind of cleaning up the loose areas. I kind of do this as I go, just so that way it's just a cleaner workspace. And so I'm just going through, knocking off all the loose areas, as you can see, and then I'll get right back into stripping the rest. You can see I'm just kind of scraping along here, and I'll probably, usually on a bathtub, I'll probably go through about 3 or 4 blades. The single edge blades, they get a little dull as I'm scraping, and they also break depending on how some of the areas are adhered to the tub. If it's adhered or bonded really well, then sometimes the blades will break. And so I usually go through about 3 or 4 in a stripping process. So now I'm just wiping down, just with some paper towel, just kind of taking off all the some more loose areas, just kind of putting everything together so I could just throw it away. All right, so here we are. That's the strip tub, but I still gotta do the front apron. I haven't stripped that yet. But you can see there's a little gloss, which tells me that whoever did it before didn't acid etch it. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up, again, all of the loose debris, all of the loose pieces, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spray on the Jasco on the outside apron and scrape that off. Then I'll go ahead and do a full acid wash of the tub, which will rough it up for adhesion, which you could see the shine and you could see the non-slip marks at the bottom. That's another indication that it was not acid washed.